What does purpose-built mean to me? That is unique, experience-driven vacations, primarily from a guest perspective.
The short-term rental market exploded in 2020 and 2021. Everyone had a beach house, a cabin, or a getaway that seemed like easy money. And then the market shifted. Guests got more selective. Competition got real, and the owners who were just hoping for the best started feeling it. B&B Breeze has managed over 180 properties across 13 states. And what they saw in the operators who were thriving was a pattern. Every decision was intentional. The market, the design, the amenities, the systems, nothing was guesswork. That's what purpose-built meant. Not just a beautiful property, a property built with a clear guest experience in mind, in a market that supports it, with the operator who knows exactly what they're doing. The STR Summit exists to transfer that framework.
The idea for the STR Summit came from an event that we were at in Orlando, Florida with Heather and AJ and I. And at that event, there was basically a no bad ideas. They were talking about a bunch of just coming up with wild ideas and unique things. And out of that, we mentioned, why don't we put on our own conference and do something ourselves? And so it was after that conversation 4 or 5 years ago that the idea for that was birthed, and that grew traction when we talked to the team and deciding with everything, and eventually blew up and is now what it is today. And it's a tremendous honor and a blessing to have, for sure.
It's still a very full day, but it is also a very exciting day. These are some of our favorite people, definitely some of our favorite investors, and it is a wide range of people. You have anyone from someone who doesn't have any property at all to somebody who has 10 plus, and it's really cool to get them all in the room because it's rare. So everybody has a really good time. The conversations that go on are awesome. The relationships that are built are awesome. People have left and formed partnerships. People have left and bought houses. Like, it sparks a lot of really cool stuff, and we get to host that, and that's awesome. And you guys are a really big part of that. So you know who B&B Breeze is. You can promote us better than anyone. We started the STR Summit as a way to invest in potential homeowners. We had a lot of people who were buying short-term rentals, but they weren't really the type of properties that we wanted. So we were thinking of ways to get on the front end of that. Like, how do we reach these homeowners before they buy, to really educate them on what home type to buy? That's how the STR Summit was birthed. Now it's really turned into just a conglomeration of, like, that's still the focus, I would say, but it's way more open-ended than that, because you have so many different types of attendees now that interact with each other. That makes it way more fun. That was the original focus, was to reach our investors before they bought homes.
The day itself is structured the way B&B Breeze operates, with intention. Every session builds on the last. Property selection, design, operations, marketing, tax strategy. It's not a collection of talks, it's a framework delivered in sequence. People in this room, they're not here for motivation, they're here for a plan.
I would just say that you can watch a video on YouTube all you want, and you can learn things that way. You can probably get the same actual information, but it's not nearly as intentional and actually as helpful as being here in person. So you're actually here, it's in your face, and you get to meet people, you get to feel the energy of the room, and what, you know, it's way different than just watching something or reading a book. It's actually real life, you know.
So the challenge we had before coming to B&B Breeze was design of the property, interior design, exterior design, amenities, what guests are looking for, and also the management of it. I don't have time to manage a short-term rental, so B&B Breeze makes sense for us.
What I want homeowners to know before we partner with them is that the home and the management are both equal partners, in that you can't make the management good if the home is bad, and you can't make the home good if the management's bad. It's a cohesive environment where we're all working together to get the best outcome possible for a home.
So what led me to B&B Breeze over self-managing was the fact that I don't have to worry about the day-to-day managing. I know the people that run B&B Breeze. I know their values. They run the things they run with excellence, and so that was a big part of why we chose B&B Breeze.
The biggest thing a purpose-built property looks like on paper is when the results are lining up with what you planned for. There's a lot of different reasons what you can buy a short-term rental for, and if you're just buying it thinking you're going to excel at all 4 variables, you're going to end up in the middle, and your metrics will show that. So what it looks like on paper is knowing you're going after your cash on cash return, and that's what I'm measuring. So it's setting yourself against the right measuring standards.
One of the things that Heather had talked about was just to get your listing up to the top. That was one of the first things I wrote down.
So the most rewarding part is definitely the relationships and the people that you get to talk to. It's really fun seeing what comes as a result of the conference. We have speakers and attendees who go out, they'll buy homes afterwards, they form partnerships from it. It's really neat to be the host of that kind of engagement. It's pretty cool to see that happen.
I just got my first short-term rental and went live like 2 months ago, and so now I have like a million things I have to go do, but that was probably my most exciting part.
What does purpose-built mean to me? That is unique, experience-driven vacations. So primarily from a guest perspective. I look at it from a guest perspective. If I can create a really unique and cool spot for them that is purpose-built exclusively for their family and for other groups that are their family size, such as a property that we have in Florida, it is very much purpose-built for families. If you look at a project as being 100% completed, the final 10%, I have seen so many investors that will take and they don't go the whole way. They don't finish with excellence. So they spend 90% of the money, and the final 10% of the money is what guests will see, feel, and experience. Get a cheaper home if you need to get a cheaper home, but then have more money and cash left over to fulfill that final 10% to really make it a home run. I think you can do very well if you do something of that nature.
A few things on some amenities I want to do a little differently, making it more of a place for people, they feel something when they come in, that type of thing. A lot of ideas, but trying to do what Landon said and take one of them and at least implement that. So we're going to start with the listing stuff, but there's quite a few things.
Each year we say, are we going to do it? And then each year we're like, absolutely, just because it's so much fun being in the room with these people, having those conversations. It's also very encouraging for us.
Many of our homes in the B&B Breeze portfolio were purpose-built, and that means that the homeowner took the time, the intentionality to create and curate an awesome property that is specifically built with the end user in mind, to create and generate a 5-star stay for the guests. We are super thrilled that they took the time to do that. They didn't just quickly move on a property, but they took time to create a purpose-built home.
Our experience with B&B Breeze has been awesome, and I would definitely consider doing this again in the near future.
What you got to lose? You go and listen to some people that have much of it figured out and learn something.
I took more notes here than at church, which isn't good, but I took a lot of notes. So much information here, so definitely a good thing to come to.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
I want to say thank you to each and every one of our team members that came out from the B&B Breeze family. I'm super grateful and honored and humbled that each one of them made the commitment to come up here. To the sponsors at the event as well, we are super thankful for them coming out as well. So that is all I have for you guys today. Take care. Thank you so much for following along. Win with purpose.